He walked dusty roads under Middle Eastern sun. He spoke to fishermen, tax collectors, widows, rebels. But when the crowds pressed in, hungry for miracles, thirsty for revolution, he didn't shout doctrine. He didn't preach politics. He whispered parables, tiny stories, seemingly simple. A sower, a mustard seed, a lost coin, a prodigal son. But hidden inside, explosions of cosmic truth. Welcome to Jesus the Mystic, Episode 1. When his disciples asked him, "Why do you speak to them in parables?" his answer shocked them. "Because the secrets of the kingdom have been given to you, but not to them." Matthew 13:11. Not because he was cruel, not because he withheld love, but because truth cannot be downloaded into a mind that isn't ready to receive it. The ego, that loud, logical, fear-driven part of us, it hears words, but misses meaning. It wants rules, not revelations. It demands proof, not presence. Parables are spiritual Trojan horses. They slip past the gates of the intellect and plant seeds in the soil of the soul. You think you're hearing about farming? You're actually being initiated into abundance consciousness. You think it's about a rebellious son? You're being shown the map of your own return home. The parable doesn't argue with you. It waits for you. Until one day, often years later, you're washing dishes or walking alone, and suddenly it blooms. Take the parable of the sower, perhaps the most important key Jesus ever gave us. A farmer went out to sow. Some seed fell on the path. Birds ate it. Some on rocky ground. It withered. Some among thorns. Choked. Some on good soil. Produced 100-fold. On the surface, agriculture. Beneath, a diagnostic of your soul's readiness. The path. A mind closed by cynicism, dogma, or trauma. Truth lands, but never enters. Rocky ground. Enthusiasm without depth. Spiritual highs, but no roots to sustain awakening. Thorns. The noise of survival, status, distraction, choking the whisper of the divine. Good soil. A heart cultivated in silence, humility, and surrender, ready to receive and multiply. Jesus wasn't describing other people. He was holding up a mirror. Where is your soil today? Are you so busy defending your beliefs you can't feel the mystery? So addicted to spiritual experiences, you've forgotten the ground of being? So overwhelmed by life's thorns, you've stopped listening for the still, small voice? The parable invites you not to judge yourself, but to tend your inner garden, to soften, to clear, to water, to wait. The ego speaks the language of separation, me versus them, right versus wrong, more versus less. But the kingdom Jesus spoke of, it vibrates at the frequency of oneness, of unconditional love, of boundless grace, of deathless presence. Try explaining sunlight to someone who's only known caves. They'll call it myth or madness. That's why Jesus said, "Whoever has ears, let them hear." He wasn't excluding. He was inviting you to grow ears, not of flesh, but of spirit. Notice, even among his closest students, not all understood. That's okay. Awakening isn't linear, it's spiral. You hear a parable today, and it means one thing. You hear it again in 5 years, after loss, after love, after silence, and it unlocks a door you didn't even know existed. That's the genius of the mystic. He plants seeds and trusts the seasons of the soul. So here's your invitation. Pick one parable that has always puzzled you. Sit with it, not to analyze, but to absorb. Ask, what part of me does this mirror? What soil am I cultivating? What seed is trying to rise? Then, release it. Let it compost in the dark wisdom of your subconscious. Don't rush understanding. Court resonance. The kingdom isn't found by solving riddles, but by becoming porous to mystery. Jesus didn't come to give you answers. He came to awaken your questions, to dissolve the armor of the ego, so the soul could remember its name. Next time you hear a parable, don't ask, "What does this mean?" Ask instead, "What is this awakening in me?" In our next episode of Jesus the Mystic, we'll walk with him into the wasteland, where demons weren't monsters, but mirrors, where hunger wasn't lack, but clarity, where solitude became sovereignty. Subscribe, breathe, prepare. The desert awaits.